Students, now we are going to the next paragraph, fourth paragraph. So where is tile now? Till is now in the court. Whose court? Court of the Archduke. Of which place? Archduke of Battenberg. So why did Till come there? Till came there to get the post, to get the job of a court painter. Whereas Till's place, where does he come from? He comes from Flanders. So such painters who come from Flanders, they are called Flemish painters. Called Flemish painters, and they were of good demand. They were of great demand. Now we are going to the next fourth paragraph. You please look at the fourth paragraph. Your Highness, may it please you to remember me and my donkey Jeff. So Till on which animal has coming? On his donkey. Till is coming on his donkey. So what's the name of the donkey? The name of the donkey is Jeff. So Till is coming there with his donkey Jeff, and they are very hungry. They do not have anything to eat. They are very, very hungry. So he says, may it please you to remember me and my donkey Jeff. What's the name of the donkey? The name of the donkey is Jeff. Fourth paragraph, second line. For just one more minute, please think of my donkey, he said. Till replied, my donkey has been feeding himself fairly well all along the way on the thorns and the hedges and the grass on the roadside. So donkey's food. Donkey has been getting food. Donkey has been getting grass. Donkey has been getting thorns and such things to eat. So the donkey is satisfied. But I am very hungry. I do not have rice. I do not have biryani. I do not have anything to eat. So I am very hungry, and my donkey has been feeding well with grass and with thorns on the hedges. Hedge means a group of grass on the roadside. But I have had nothing to eat for the past 3 days. How many days he was starving? How many days he was starving? For 3 days. 3 days he did not have anything to eat. So he says, I have had nothing to eat for the past 3 days, and my stomach has been complaining. My stomach is complaining. My stomach is empty. I do not have anything to eat. My stomach is having rest for 3 days. So it's complaining. Your Highness can even hear it. Now you can hear it. You can hear it that my stomach is complaining. And I have been feeding myself with dreams of good food and drink. What is his dream while sleeping? What's his dream? It's good food. Good food to eat. That's his dream. One and only dream is having good food and good drink. He wants milk and such a drink, and he wants good food. So what was his dream? What was the dream of Till? The dream of Till is to get good food. Good food and good drink. That was the dream of Till. So this paragraph shows Till's request to the king to give him more food. And more food, give him food and drink at the royal table. So the table, now I have this table. And the king has a table, and that table is called royal table. Whatever the king has, it's called royal. The king has a table, it's called royal table. The king has a chair, the king has a chair. This is the normal chair. But the king, if it's surrounded by the king, it's called a royal chair. This is my dress, and if the king has this dress, it becomes royal dress. Whatever the king has, it becomes royal. Now the next paragraph, 5. The Archduke smiled and said, well, my dear fellow, my dear boy, you'll certainly have something more solid than dreams to feed on. What's solid? Solid. This book is solid. This book is solid. This pen is solid. This textbook is solid. So what's liquid? Liquid. We drink water. We drink water. It's a liquid. So, and what's gas, oxygen, hydrogen, they are all gases, whatever. It's in the atmosphere. It's called gas. Solids, liquids and gases. This is a solid. Solid means you have solid food. You have solid food. You have good food. You have heavy food. So you can eat it now. Now, but where is your donkey? The king says. King asked, where is your donkey? Bring the donkey here so that I will give him food. Where is the donkey? Now tells us, I left him outside. The donkey is outside. I left him outside opposite the palace. I shall be most grateful if Jeff is looked after. If you look after Jeff, I will be very grateful. Looked after. Look after is a phrase. Look after means give care. Give care. Look after. So, when we are small kids, our parents look after us. And when we become young, our parents will be very old. So, it's our duty to look after our parents. When we are small kids, our parents look after us. And when we become young, our parents will be very big. So, it's our duty to look after our parents. So, that's looking after. Now, if Jeff was looked up, he needs a little fodder and lodging at night. Fodder means give food. He needs Jeff, our donkey is there on the right side, and he needs food and lodging at night. Lodging means he wants to sleep. He wants to take rest. So for taking rest, he wants food and he wants a shelter. You got it? Now we are going to the next paragraph. The Archduke immediately ordered the donkey to be taken care of. The Archduke immediately ordered. Suddenly the Archduke ordered, a man come here, bring the donkey here. Bring the donkey here and give him good food and shelter. Shelter means a house or something to protect ourselves. So to be taken care of, and he added, treat like one of my own animals. That donkey is not just a donkey. Treat like a royal donkey. Treat like my own animal. Give him maximum care. Give the donkey maximum care. Give the donkey good food. Give the donkey good drink and give it good care. Treat him before long. So now we are going to the next paragraph. Before long, supper was served and it was like a wedding feast. Before long, after some minutes, the king ordered others to give him good food. Supper means the evening food. The evening food is supper. The morning food, what's it called? The morning food is called breakfast. Morning food is breakfast. And what do we call? We eat food at noon time. The main meal of the day is called lunch. What do we eat in the evening? In the evening time, we call supper. What do we eat at night? At night, we call dinner. So, morning we eat breakfast, noon lunch, evening supper, and night we have dinner. So it's called. Now, supper was served and it was like a wedding feast, like a wedding sadhya. The supper was very grand and it was like a wedding sadhya. It was like a wedding feast. Everything was plenty now. And the tables were loaded with every kind of food and drink. The royal table was full of food, different food and drink. Whatever we like, we can have it. And wine flowed like water. Wine was plenty there. All bottles were filled with wine. So the child liked it so much. Child hasn't seen such wine there, such plenty of wine. Wine flowed like water. The courtiers stuffed themselves with the choicest dish. The courtiers, they all ate maximum food. The courtiers, they all ate maximum food and their stomach was full. All their stomachs were full. They were ready to burst. They were full and they were ready to burst out. So, the Archduke made to eat and drink until his stomach was about to burst. So, the Archduke forced it till maximum eat, maximum. In this way, the Archduke forced it to eat maximum food. So that his stomach will burst. What's a burst? Burst means potithirikiyana burst. Stomach full, stomach will become full. And now, the Archduke too ate heartily. The Archduke also ate so much. His face was flushed with a drink. His face became red. his face became red with drink. Means he ate maximum, he drank maximum, so that his face became chubby. And it was red. It was reddish with drink. And now, but he seemed lost in thought. He was thinking about something. He seemed lost in thought. He lost himself in thought. He was thinking deeply. What was he thinking? He suddenly looked up and said loudly, "Our court painter must paint our portrait so that we will have the satisfaction of leaving our memory to our descendants." You know, he has one order to tell. What was his order? Till you should paint our portrait. You should paint our picture. You know, this is a portrait. This is a portrait. In this way, you also should paint. You also should paint our picture. You also should paint our picture so that our future generation, later generation, when I die, my children and their children, my grandchildren, they all can see me when I die after my death. So you should make my portrait. You should make my portrait a good portrait, an original one. So that we will have that satisfaction. And if you make my portrait, I will be very happy. For satisfaction, leaving a memory to our descendants. Descendants means our future generation. We too have to take our place in history along with our noble ancestors. So we have all our walls are decorated with the paintings of our old generation. Have you seen this in the film Manchitrathal? In the film Manchitrathal, I think we have seen when he goes to that Taravat, he can see so many portraits of different people in the film Manchitrathal. We have seen it. So likewise, so many ancestors, so many people who have died, their pictures will be there on the walls. Now, we too have to take our place in history along with our noble ancestors, good ancestors. All their pictures are on the walls. Portraits adorn these walls. It is sad to think of death. Actually, I do not like to die. But when I am 100 years old, I will die. When I am 80 or 100 years old, I will die. Definitely I will die. But after my death, my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, they all should see me. So, for that you should look at me, you should make my portrait. And we do not know when God will think fit to summon us. We do not know when God will call us. We don't know it. But our portrait should be painted. So our portrait, our picture should be painted there. For that you should look at me, you should paint me. Now, we are going to the next paragraph. You understood this? All of you understood? Tile is in the Archduke's palace. And what is the reception tile got? So very good reception, good food, good drink. What's the order to the? What's the order of the Archduke to Tile? To paint his portrait. Why does he order that? In order to see his view when after his death, as children, as grandchildren, as great-grandchildren, they all can see him. So what does Till do for that? Till has to paint him. Till has to make a portrait. Shall we go to the next paragraph? Tile quickly replied, "Your lordship's slightest wish is to me command. If you wish this, I will obey. If you wish to have your portrait, I will obey it. I will do it. All the same, I do feel rather unhappy about painting your lordship all by yourself. All by yourself. If you are, actually, it's not good if you are alone in the picture. And if you are there with others, it will be better. Is it not terrible to think of your lordship being lonely or ever and ever? If your picture is alone, it's a boring one. So, it's good if others are also there. If all other persons are there, it's good. So, if you can match others with you. And now, otherwise what will happen if you are alone? The people will say you are alone, you are lonely, you do not have a friend. But if you are in a company, if you are in a group, it is good. Now, don't you think, ladies and gentlemen, that His Highness should accompany released by Her Highness as ladies, noble generals and captains who adorn this court? So, if others are there, if your wife, her friends And your attendants, if all are there with you, you and your wife will shine like moon. So, your ladies, a court like this has a few rivals in splendor, loveliness, and chivalry. So a court like this, your court is excellent. I like this court so much. So you do not have enemies. You do not have no one to compete. You are the one. You are the first. You are the best. So if you are with your friends, if you are with your servants, it will be the best picture. So we can do that. Now, in the midst of such valor and beauty, I will make my lord and lady shine forth like the moon surrounded by lanterns. So, moon, we can see the moon, moonlight, Chandran. So, if there is a moon and the moon is surrounded by lanterns, have you seen lanterns? Lantern means something like the Malayalam word is, I think, ranthal, lantern, ranthal. So, if you are surrounded by this servants, you and your lady look like moon, and others are having very little light, like lanterns, and your beauty will be double, double, double if you are with others. Now, the Archduke thought that it was a good idea. What was a good idea? What was a good idea of Till? That is, Till asked him to paint himself with a group. Others should be there so that your beauty will be doubled. If others are there, your beauty will be doubled. So we can do that. Well, my friend, your painting will be a great piece of art. What reward do you expect? What reward? You want money? You want money? What reward do you like? So 100 pieces of gold, you can pay it now or later, just as you please. 100 pieces of gold, I like to have 100 pieces of gold. Now, here are the 100 pieces of gold in advance. He is going to give you the advance. Here are the 100 pieces of gold in advance. Can have it, said the Archduke, giving him the gold. Here's giving him the gold. It's the gold has to be given. Now I am giving you the advance. Now, my lord, you are the most generous of masters. You are the most generous. You are a very good master. You have filled my lamp with oil. It will be ever burn in your honor. So you have filled me with honor. I am going to respect you. I like you so much. I am respecting you. So good. It will forever burn in your honor. So you will burn in my soul. You are always shining there. Okay? You understood? So now we are going to have these questions. Now, the first question, where do the events narrate? Where's the events? Events are narrated in the court of the Archduke. Mention the central characters you identify. What's the central character in the first portion? Tile and the captain of the Archduke. Now, what do you understand about the character of Tile? Tile is a person who talks and he is a very intelligent. Now, is there any change in the attitude of the captain? What's the reason behind it? At first, the captain did not like Tile because Tile is very slim. Later, when the captain knew that he was coming from Flanders, he liked it so much. It's like he liked the style so much. What does Tile wish to become? Tile wishes to become a court painter because the seat of the court painter has been empty now. So Tile wishes to fill the seat. Do you think Tile and his donkey are hungry? Yes, they are very hungry. And the donkey has been getting grass. And the Tile is very hungry. Now what does Archduke want Tile to do? The Archduke wanted Tile to have his painting as portrait. Now, what is the sentence we know? No, when God will think fit to summon us me. The Archduke says we do not know. We don't know when God calls us. That means we do not know about death. We do not know about our death. So somebody will die early, somebody will have more life. And now, so there we are stopping. You understood this much? Now you are to write the diary of Tile on the day he went to the Archduke's palace and having good food. Diary of Tile. This diary you can write it and tomorrow I will show you the original diary. Okay, thank you. Like the video, you like it, you share it and you subscribe. Okay.